In my team, as the self-perception team, that was the group of the artists, we were trying to see how we can engage the older persons and how we can introduce art to the older persons and in a way make it in a form of art therapy. So as a fashion designer, I was into the fashion therapy bit. I realized that older persons are a bank or like dictionaries or a storage. They have a lot of knowledge as far as fashion is concerned, as far as the evolution of fashion in Uganda, because that has always been a gap for me as a researcher in fashion. We've always found some difficulties in sourcing the evolution of fashion as far as Uganda is concerned. But in speaking to the older persons, we realized that they could take us through the events, the fashion events and how they've been happening. So in that, it really informed my history, my research in the history of fashion in Uganda. The most surprising thing that I actually found out was on the runway. Like, older persons can actually model and they make very good models on the runway. Seeing how older persons accepted to be models on a runway. We used to call it Okomodola. It was so exciting, as you could see on the runway in the videos that have been shared, how they were feeling so light, how they were feeling so young being on the runway. For me as a fashion designer, it was the very first time working with older persons on the runway, and seeing that alone was so exciting for me. They were so young again, the outfits they were wearing. So me, I believe if we could take on the project, if we could create maybe like a runway of older persons. I mean, these people know more than we even know. So they can relate with the fashion of then and the fashion of now, because it's the current that informs the future. I understand they have a lot of knowledge and they know what most you can add as far as the fashion industry is concerned. And I'm sure we can set a very good platform or runway for such ideas to be showcased, instead of in case we lose any older persons, we are losing knowledge. So what if that knowledge is showcased before it's gone? I feel like we can still do more. We can still do more as far as fashion and aging is concerned.